Hey, what's up guys, this is Liam or Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today we're going to be talking about a very important post circling the community that makes a big difference to the game of Overwatch, but also cover up some misconceptions about the post that you may be hearing, because this is really important to competitive Overwatch in the matchmaking experience. Now, there's going to be a lot of stuff I need to cover here, and I am going to use certain heroes as examples. It's not necessarily singling out certain heroes. It's more about using heroes as examples that are more likely to cause problems when you're trying to create team compositions, because that's really important. So I'm sure you guys have heard by now that a few people recently have been banned for one-tricking, and one of the most recent responses, I think, is what is the most important thing I've seen. So this is what it says: I understand your predicament and sympathize with you. The reports you received are not because you were playing a particular character in competitive. They are because of your refusal to cooperate with the rest of the team, hence the disruptive gameplay suspension. If that means that you are picking up a particular character, completely ignoring the rest of the team composition and the requests from people that cannot accommodate you to your playstyle, then the reports are justified, I'm afraid. As a suggestion, if you wish to play a particular character, I would advise you that you communicate with your teammates or even form a team that would like to accommodate you to your own playstyle. Remember that this is a cooperative game, which sometimes means that you might have to do some concessions for the team in order to have a better chance at winning. For this reason, we will sadly not remove the 24-hour suspension on your Overwatch game. So Jeff's been talking more and more about how they're looking to start banning people that are not being cooperative with their teammates. And even though this post says it's not about your character pick, it also kind of says, well, it kind of is your character pick. Now, one of the recent bans as well is for a Torbjorn main, and I think Torbjorn's a good example of a hero that can be very hard to pick around on certain maps and compositions. We talk about how maps affect the heroes you can play quite a lot, and even though this is accepted with some heroes like Widow, where you'll generally see them more often than not on like King's Row first or Gibraltar first with long lines of sight, some people will pick heroes like Torb on King of the Hill, which is just an objectively much harder hero to fit into a team comp. It's not necessarily about your individual impact on that hero, but the effect that that hero can have on your team when maybe they have a father or something, which is of course very common on King of the Hill. It makes it very easy to counter the Torb and very hard for anyone to pick around the Torb in that situation. So Torb is the example. This happens with other heroes, of course. This is what this problem creates when people one-trick. Now, there's also a big difference between somebody that mains a hero and one-tricks a hero, because if someone's playing a lot of Torb and they are getting real good use out of him on a lot of maps, and then they'll swap to a different hero when they realize it's not happening, you're not going to get banned for that. You're not going to get banned for using a hero a lot of the time but cooperating with your team, picking it around the team comp, right? Torb isn't fitting in a dive comp. If your team are trying to coordinate with you and run a dive comp and 5 people are agreeing and you're just like, no, I'm playing Torb, I think that's where you could see bannable offenses. Now, this offense, of course, is only 24 hours, and repeat offenses would be more. And of course, we also don't know the exact circumstances of all of these situations that we've been hearing about in recent days, but we do know that if you play one hero and be uncooperative, it is now possible to be banned. Personally, I think this is really healthy for the game, but I can also sympathize with people that do want to play one hero. There needs to be very big emphasis soon made by Blizzard officially about what is a bannable offense and in what game mode. Do we need a new game mode that is really strict, like a competitive plus, where when you go in, you know that if you're not coordinating and speaking with your team, maybe you have to have a mic. Maybe you can even be reported in this system for not having a microphone, for not communicating. A really strict one, where if people absolutely want to win, you go in with the intention of being able to play multiple heroes, communicating with your team and swapping around, and being able to play in stacks and teams is the way to go. And then we have a normal queue where people can play what they want. Now, you could argue that that is quick play. Maybe the quick play is the new competitive, and we need a new mode where these rule sets are more strict, because the one thing I've seen a lot of people complaining about is that the entry into being able to play Overwatch in competitive, the nearest thing to that is matchmaking. And matchmaking isn't a great place to actually go and coordinate, to go and play with people. It is a place that is quick play plus, it is deathmatch currently in competitive. So we need these lines defined, and Blizzard do need to do a better job of telling us where them borders lie. What's okay and what isn't okay, and what game modes can we do what we want in and what ones can't we. Because the lines are so blurred, there's so much confusion and no one really knows. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. What changes would you like to see, and how would you like to see matchmaking improved? Be sure to drop a like, as it really does help us out.